Chase me. I chased Megan Baker across a playground smelling of brown leaves, wet wood beams, and cold. I chased her through a sea of pebbles, our sneakers sloshing and crunching past swings she jangled by their chains to slow me down. Her stringy brown hair bounced in a Care Bear scrunchie, and her denim overalls flapped in the wind. My hair sprayed sticky into exclamation points. I wore a white turtleneck, splotched pink by fruit punch, and blue jeans blackened by mud. We were 6 years old. Miss Zeman, her blonde hair falling in commas over a yellow and orange Thanksgiving turkey sweater, belted out a whistle like a bird call. Megan mashed to a stop and fixed me with sleepy gray know-it-all eyes. "If you keep bothering me," she said, "I'm going to tell on you." As Miss Zeman assembled us in line, I didn't say anything to Megan. She was smart. She even knew how to tie her own shoes, but she was wrong about me bothering her. I wasn't. I was just being her boyfriend. It's an air-conditioned afternoon in a college bookstore in Florida, the aroma of hazelnut coffee mixing with the glossy scent of hardcovers. I inch up to a woman sitting on a stool at a long marble study bar, her skin a raw sienna, crescents of dark freckles on her nose and on her cheeks, her eyes a soft milk brown. She's wearing clingy gray sweatpants and a mesh exercise shirt that, when she stretches, draws in her breasts like a wrapped surprise. "Can you settle a quick bet between a friend and me?" I ask, trying to sound confident and casual. I scrape my knuckles against my red beard. "Would you ever date a guy named Christoph?" "Christoph? What do you mean?" she says. Her accent lies like maple syrup on her tongue. "Well, my friend Chris was thinking of changing his name, and we wanted a random female's opinion," I say. I'm using a line. I'm using a line I learned from a reality show about pickup artists who teach women wooing techniques to amateurs who can't land a date. I consider myself neither master nor average frustrated chump, but I am 25 years old and single, a first semester graduate student living in a new city with no ties. I'm not above using a strategy to start a conversation. She smiles. "My cousin's name is Christoph," she says. I no longer hear the clatter of laptop keys or the whirring of espresso machines. I feel an engine in my chest. "Is your name unusual?" I say. "My name is Tatiana," she says. Tatiana. God, she's beautiful. I twist the shoulder straps of my backpack. "Are you Russian?" I ask. God, I want her to be Russian. My parents, they're from Belarus. We'd have common ground. We could do away with this make-believe bet. "I am from Brazil," she says. I smile. My mouth cottons. Think, think, think. You don't need lines anymore. Just say something. She looks down at her calculator. "Nice to meet you," I finally say. "You too," she says. I turn around and let the glass doors of the bookstore close behind me. The world opens up again, as if pushing out of a pinhole. Skateboarders are clopping across a brick-lined breezeway. Palm trees are swaying and sweating under a dying sun. My Willie's Burrito t-shirt hangs loosely on my shoulders. Tatiana. Megan and I had a fight in the back of the first grade classroom under a laminated map of Tennessee. We were washing our hands in a giant faucet, letting bubblegum rivers of pink soap douse our palms. From the sticky rack I peeled off a brown paper towel, and then I stuck a finger into my right nostril. "Miss Zeman?" Megan said. She tugged on the stitched snowflakes of our teacher's Winter Wonderland sweater. "Alex is picking his nose." "Alex?" Miss Zeman said. "Stop." I brushed my cruddy fingers against my nostrils and stared at Megan. Traitor. In the cafeteria, I ate a peanut butter marshmallow square and did not talk to her. It's after 3 in the morning. I can't fall asleep. I pick at the squiggles of my chest hair and I lean into the blue glow of my laptop. I want to find Tatiana. I want her to know my name. Fantasies unfold before my eyes in Technicolor. The two of us in Rio de Janeiro, doing the samba through a thumping drum circle, catcalls from the locals, and her in a black ruffled dress, sweaty as I dip her in the crescendo of the thumps, her mouth just open, our lips sticky and touching like peppermints. How pained my ex-girlfriends' faces would be when they'd see Tatiana in my Facebook photo albums, a shy gaze over her cocoa shoulder, a pink flower in the curve of her ear. Even the way she'd look down at her calculator had turned me on. Elegance, even in sweatpants. I dated girls before, but Tatiana is a woman. I felt it that afternoon. I feel it now. Online, I click through dozens and dozens of Tatianas, most of them pictureless. I Google Tatiana Brazil, Florida. I search Tatiana Math Orlando. I send several messages to several Tatianas, dropping "Are you hers?" like wishes into a well. Where are you? I celebrated my 7th birthday at Chuck E. Cheese, an indoor carnival of lights blinking gold, Street Fighter arcade games blaring kapows, and the smells of mozzarella, tomato sauce, and sweat swirling in a tethered ocean of rainbow-colored balls. Because I'd never seen Megan outside of school, I didn't expect to find her at my birthday party. But there she was, in a bright red blouse and spangled party hat, invited by my mom, sitting across from me at a long table clotted with pepperoni, bits, and pizza crumbs. She was my only girl guest, and I was proud enough of her presence to forgive her for the picked nose accusation. On the concert stage beside our table, a shimmering red curtain unfurled to reveal a bow-tied robot gorilla jamming on a glow-in-the-dark keyboard, and a suspenders-wearing grizzly bear strumming the banjo. My 14-year-old sister, in a baggy sweatshirt and generous blush, started the clapping floor side, and she was soon joined in song by my entourage, boys who like dinosaurs and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Happy, happy birthday, Alex, happy, happy birthday. Megan stared at me with her gray eyes. She was seeing me in the spotlight, me as the star of the show, me on my birthday. Chuck E. Cheese, a giant mouse alive with saucer eyes, a black button nose, and buck teeth, waddled towards our table. I beamed, ready to soak in another birthday wish, when Chuck looped the corner, leaned into Megan, and smacked his gray mitts together. She didn't flinch. She didn't tell him that it wasn't her birthday. All she did was look at me, as if to say, "Yeah, Alex, so what?"